Hey, I'm Jamie Easton. Today's episode of the Smart 7 is brought to you by your Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. Imagine a world where your favourite things cost less. It's pretty amazing, right? It's like the universe is aligned just for you. Well, that's the magic of your Nectar prices at Sainsbury's, and it's pretty simple. You can unlock up to 10 personalised discounts every Friday on things you love in the Nectar app. And the best part is that while Nectar prices are for everyone, your Nectar prices are just for you. It couldn't be simpler. Each week you'll get up to 10 personalised offers. They're your Nectar prices. So every Friday, just check your Nectar app and unlock your Nectar prices to save more now. Enjoy your own personalised discounts on things you love with your Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. That's good food for all of us. This offer's for 18 plus, Nectar app required. Unlock up to 10 your Nectar prices weekly. Available in supermarkets, online and in locals with Smart Shop. T&Cs apply. On today's Smart 7, Israel faces condemnation over journalist deaths. Mr. Trump takes over Washington and much more. It's Tuesday, 12th of August. It's World Elephant Day and happy birthday, Cara Delevingne.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Monday saw Donald Trump take another step towards authoritarianism as he called a press conference to announce that the federal government is taking over the Washington, D.C. police force and the National Guard and FBI agents will be deployed to patrol the Capitol's streets.
This is Liberation Day in D.C. and we're going to take our Capitol back. We're taking it back. So I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act.
Crime in Washington is at a 30-year low, according to official statistics, but Trump quoted figures without sources that painted the city as one of the most dangerous in the world. He also threatened that he will make similar orders for other cities, including Chicago, unless they get their crime rate under control. The irony that he failed to deploy the National Guard on January 6th appears to be lost on him. Attorney General Pam Bondi was, of course, backing the president's plan.
Let me be crystal clear. Crime in D.C. is ending and ending today. We are going to use every power we have to fight criminals here. President, thank you for caring about our Capitol.
The government are extending a scheme originally brought in by the Tories back in 2014 in a bid to ease pressure on the prison system and extend their immigration crackdown. The scheme removes the right of foreign criminals to appeal convictions in the UK, and those who have been given fixed-term sentences will be deported immediately after sentencing and banned from returning. Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood has announced an extension to the countries which the policy covers, and now 23 countries including Australia, Canada, Bulgaria and India are to be included. Justice Minister Alex Davies-Jones says what happens to them after they return home is not the government's problem.
They will be returned to their country of origin, and it will be up to that country what they do with them, whether they put them in prison in that country or whether they choose for them to do as they wish. But what is important is that they are not staying here in our country. They are being deported immediately with no right to ever return. Tory Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride says the scheme could encourage a new form of criminal tourism.
There will be cases where it would not be appropriate to deport somebody under those circumstances if they're simply going to be taking effectively UK taxpayers' cash, a free flight back home, and potentially going onto TikTok and taunting the people whose crimes they had committed against.
There was growing outrage on Monday over the death of Al Jazeera journalist Anas al-Sharif. He and 6 other colleagues were killed in a targeted IDF strike while in a tent outside the Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza City. The IDF admitted carrying out the attack and repeated a claim that the journalist was the head of a Hamas terror cell, a claim that both Sharif and Al Jazeera have previously dismissed as baseless. The funerals took place on Monday in Gaza City as hundreds gathered, while international leaders, including UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, condemned the attack. Over 200 journalists have been killed by Israel since October 2023, which is more than were killed in both World Wars, Vietnam and Afghanistan. John Williams is from the Rory Peck Trust, and he says something has to be done.
Killing and targeting journalists is a war crime. And if we just turn a blind eye to that, then what's to stop it happening next year or the year after? And all of my former colleagues in this newsroom will be vulnerable because people can see that you can attack journalists and get away with it. And that is not a situation that we want anybody to be in.
Donald Trump took some time at his press conference on Monday to talk about his summit with Russian President Putin on Friday. The meeting, which is due to take place in Alaska, will not include the Ukrainian President Zelensky, and somewhat ominously, Trump says there will be land swaps going on, along with good stuff and bad stuff for both. European allies are increasingly alarmed and trying to get Trump to join a virtual meeting on Wednesday before the summit. NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte says Trump can't make decisions on behalf of Ukraine.
But it is crucial to know that when it comes to the future geopolitical situation of Ukraine, their sovereignty, there will be no infringements on that, and that it is always Ukraine itself deciding on what they want to do or not want to do in terms of a peace deal.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro, bad news for Crystal Palace and a dire joined Strictly. Right after this.
Hey, I'm Jamie Easton. Today's episode of the Smart 7 is brought to you by your Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. Imagine a world where your favourite things cost less. It's pretty amazing, right? It's like the universe is aligned just for you. Well, that's the magic of your Nectar prices at Sainsbury's, and it's pretty simple. You can unlock up to 10 personalised discounts every Friday on things you love in the Nectar app. And the best part is that while Nectar prices are for everyone, your Nectar prices are just for you. It couldn't be simpler. Each week you'll get up to 10 personalised offers. They're your Nectar prices. So every Friday, just check your Nectar app and unlock your Nectar prices to save more now. Enjoy your own personalised discounts on things you love with your Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. That's good food for all of us. This offer's for 18 plus, Nectar app required. Unlock up to 10 your Nectar prices weekly, available in supermarkets, online and in locals with Smart Shop. T&Cs apply.
Welcome back.
It's been a bit of an up and down week for Crystal Palace, and it's only Tuesday. They celebrated on Sunday as they won the Community Shield, but Monday brought bad news. Palace, who are due to play in Europe this season, have been dumped out of the Europa League and will now play in the Conference League instead. The club had appealed the decision, which was due to ownership rules, and the fact that former majority shareholder John Textor also owns Europa League club Lyon. But they lost the appeal on Tuesday. Crystal Palace fan and comedian Kevin Day isn't happy.
None of us are surprised. All Palace fans a bit disappointed, a bit angry. I think this affects the integrity of UEFA, and considering that's an organisation who gave solidarity grants to Russian teams this week and not to Ukrainian teams, they haven't got a lot of integrity left to be affected.
You may think that it's only the 12th of August, but in fact we've just seen the first sign of Christmas. Yet Monday evening saw the BBC announce the first batch of celebrity names for this year's Strictly Come Dancing, which means Santa can't be far behind. The first four names for ball gowns and lycra are the gladiator known as Nitro, along with former footballer Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and actress Alex Kingston. They'll be joined by reality TV veteran Danny Dyer, who won Love Island back in 2018, but she presumably won't be joined by her dad, who once famously turned down Strictly because he didn't want to mince around in sequins.
I think it's like picking up the routines. I like being on live telly, it petrifies me, and I'm doing it right now. But yeah, it's just the whole thing of like being able to perform, you know, and do all that.
Martin Scorsese is truly one of the great Hollywood directors, from Casino and Goodfellas through The Wolf of Wall Street and more recently Killers of the Flower Moon. He has an incredible CV. He's only picked up one Oscar, but he also has an Emmy, a Grammy and a bunch of Golden Globes, and he's even TikTok famous thanks to his daughter Francesca. So he's the perfect subject for an Apple TV Plus deep dive documentary which promises 5 hours of insight from some of his most famous collaborators, including Robert De Niro, Jodie Foster and Leonardo DiCaprio. It's called Mr. Scorsese, and it drops in October. And here's a sneak peek of an incredible story about his frustration with the studio over edits to Taxi Driver.
What I wanted to do, and not with a gun, I would go in, find out where the rough cut is, and break the windows and take it away. They're going to destroy the film anyway. You know, so let me destroy it. I'll destroy it. But before destroying it, I'm going to steal it.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.